What's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. Hope your day's going well. This is David with Mission to Muscle, and today we're going to review a fat burner. This is by Inspired 3MB3R. I have no freaking idea what that stands for, but it's supposed to give it's an intense thermogenic, extreme energy, and laser focus. I'll let you guys know how this thing delivers. We'll get it right into the ingredient profile, and then we'll get into the effects on this thing. So we're going to go off of the 2 scoop. This is a 1 scoop, 2 scoop dosage. We're going to go off 2 scoops here. We got some niacin at 40 milligrams. Just so you know, I didn't feel any of the flushing or anything like that from the niacin. Then we got some B6, B12, some pantothenic acid, and some chromium on the top there. You're going to find that in a lot of fat burners there. Then we got the Truth Matrix. We got L-carnitine, L-tartrate at 3 grams. This is great for recovery as far as carnitines go. And a little bit of energy. Basically, this is going to help with the carnitine shuttle. The carnitine shuttle is in our body. Our body produces GBB, which turns into carnitine. And carnitine shuttles the fatty acids that are broken down during training or during our workouts or throughout the day into the cells to be used as energy. Then we have ashwagandha at 600 milligrams. This is a adaptogen. This is a dialed down adaptogen. This is the yang to rhodiola, which is the yin. So the yin and the yang. So they're basically opposites. This is a dialed down adaptogen, and rhodiola is like kind of a dialed up adaptogen. And this is supposed to help with cortisol levels. So it's supposed to keep cortisol levels on the low down. Then we have dandelion extract at 500 milligrams. This is a natural diuretic. It's going to help you shed some water. Then we have some cocoa extract as cocobuterol at 100 milligrams. This is a great ingredient. This blocks or has some play into the alpha-2 receptor or beta-2 receptors, which allows our body to release fat during workouts and training or throughout the day. This also helps with muscle growth and muscle protein synthesis, so it's a great ingredient. Then we have grains of paradise at 40 milligrams. This is an ingredient that's going to help with your thermogenic effect, and it's going to help turn white fat into brown fat so our body can break it down easily and use it as energy. Then we have the Truth Matrix. At the 2 scoop dose, we have 1960 milligrams. We have choline bitartrate at 1 gram. That's for cognitive function, focus, muscle contractions, a little bit of energy. Then we have caffeine anhydrous at the 2 scoops, going to be 400 milligrams. Then we have dynamine at 250 milligrams, 125 milligrams for the single dose. This is a dopamine enhancer, and it couples well with caffeine. Then we have bitter orange extract, which is going to be full of some alkaloids here. The main one's going to be synephrine. I don't know if it's 20% synephrine. If it is, it's going to be 20 milligrams, and that's going to help with the thermogenic effect as far as breaking down and mobilizing fat. Then we have theobromine at 60 milligrams. This can help with it's supposed to help with mood. It's going to help a little bit with fat loss and a diuretic effect as well. Then we have KannaEase at 50 milligrams. This is a chill ingredient, a common ingredient, lowers anxiety. So 3MB3R, how did it do? So you're going to take the 2 scoops. Well, before we get into that, we'll get into the flavor. We got Malibu Breeze, and surprisingly enough, with the grains of paradise in this thing, it's actually pretty good. Usually you taste that peppery taste from grains of paradise, but they did a real good job at masking the flavor there. So I wouldn't say the flavor gods came down and zapped this with any fantastic goodness, but it's good. It's decent. Then we have 2 scoops is 11.2 grams, and that comes out to 2 flat level scoops is right around 11 grams. So you're fine, just kind of flat level on it without a scale. The way this thing delivers, you're going to take 2 scoops if you decide to dive into the 2 scoops, and the energy is going to start to peak in around 35 minutes, and it's going to top off at, I'd say, about 55 minutes. And it is basically at 2 scoops. I did it at 1 scoop and 2 scoop. At 2 scoops, you're going to get a 400 milligram caffeine kick. At 1 scoop, you're going to get 200 milligram caffeine kick. So it's energy-wise, that's pretty much, if you've ever taken that much caffeine before, that's pretty much the energy you're going to get. Focus on this thing. 2 scoops, the focus is tunnel vision, like in your head focus. So it's not nootropic or anything like that, but you're that dynamine in this thing at 250 milligrams. is just like, it just draws your freaking concentration and focus in really, really harshly, I'm going to say, because, and it's not like a good concentration and focus in my opinion. I don't really like it. But if you guys like L-theanine, you should be fine with this pre-workout. This doesn't have, or this fat burning pre-workout, this doesn't have any L-theanine in it, but L-theanine and pre-workouts gives you a dialed down effect and a dialed down mood, as far as it dials the energy down, so it makes the energy less energetic and less kind of like get shit done type feeling. This has none of that get shit done feeling. You have no physical energy whatsoever, and to be honest with you, there's no motivation, there's no energetic feeling whatsoever on this pre-workout. And it has a lot to do with the way that they dose this thing. They put 600 milligrams of ashwagandha in this thing, which is a dialed down ingredient. If you're looking at pre-workouts, you're looking at fat burners or something to give you energy, if you see that amount of ashwagandha in the product, it's going to dial you down a little bit. There's no reason to control cortisol levels when you freaking train. So little things that kind of like pet peeves of mine, that's something you take afterwards during the day to control your cortisol levels for fat loss. You want your cortisol levels elevated during training because you want to get shit done. You want to conquer the workout. So this was disappointing to me because of the energy. Also, that KannaEase really hits you at the 2-scoop dose. So my recommendation is I did it at 1 scoop. And if you can train off of 200 milligrams of caffeine, you get less of that dialed down effect off of a 1-scoop dose, off the 2-scoop. If you're sensitive to some of these ingredients and you really feel that and you want that energetic feeling, 2 scoops ain't gonna do it. It's gonna crush your workout. I walked away from my workout today because I'm like, I'm gonna hurt myself if I keep pushing myself, because I got nothing in the tank. No motivation, no drive, no energetic feeling. Don't get me wrong, it's 400 milligrams of caffeine, so you're stimmed, you're awake, but you just don't, it doesn't deliver a drive kick for those that want that drive kick. For those that just want to get awake and walk on a treadmill and walk through their workout, I think this would be a great, fantastic fat burning pre-workout. It really kicks and spikes up the metabolic rate. You will sweat. So like I was just doing 40, 45 minutes, 50 minutes of steady state cardio today, and I was drenched. So this will kind of spike up your metabolic rate. This will help you lose weight if this is something you're looking for as far as energy wise. Like I said, for me, I like the get shit done type of training. I like the energy. I like the energetic feeling, a little bit of physical energy. I got no mood on this thing. I got no elevated mood other than a dialed down mood. And for me, this thing at 2 scoops almost depressed me because I was like, man, I don't want to be here. So that's my take. Now, that's just my experience on this pre-workout. I'm sure some of you guys might have used this before and you loved it. And that means that you probably love L-theanine in pre-workouts, which is nothing wrong with it. But you really want to or have to love that dialed down energy effect and that real, like, you're not in the mood to, you don't want that get shit done type energy. So I'm done bashing this. This was not my favorite, but it might be good for some of you guys if you're looking for those effects. I hope this review helps. This is 3MB3R by Inspired. If you can, before you leave, give the video a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And if you tried this and you're like, that's a hitter, I love it, leave your comment down below. We all have different experiences on this thing. This is something that, personally, for people who react like I do, I don't recommend it for you because I will never touch this again. Other than that, this is Dave. You guys have a fantastic rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next time on the channel.